Ain't no mercy.
What's going on, guys? Just want to wish you a happy new year. Hope you enjoyed spending time with your friends and family. And I'm going to bring another story to you guys, and it does involve the police. And I just want to make a really good point. I put this in the description of stories that are really serious. I'm not here to influence anybody. Of course, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I can't say what you can and cannot do. But I tell these stories as a reflective, entertaining, educational purpose, as you will. And I just want to make that point clear. So let's get right into the story. So as you can tell from the title, my friend and I, actually the same friend from the last story about us running from the cop. Yeah, we had to be escorted in a police car because we were out past curfew in a college. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story, so let's get right into it. So this takes place around the 6th grade. Like I said, I was with my friend. I was spending the night, and it was late as hell. It was literally like 11 fucking o'clock, 11 or 10 o'clock, and we were bored, and there's this college that lives literally like 30 steps right away from him. Like, my friend lives 30 steps away from this college, and sometimes our friends and I like to go there and just like play basketball or just dick around in there. Like, we don't dick around and mess with anything, like try to damage it, but like we literally like play sports in there and like different times, like football, tag, or fucking basketball. And we just wanted to go in there and hang out because we had nothing to do. So we walk into this college, and the doors are all unlocked. Now we know we're not supposed to be in there, but like we didn't think anybody cared because we'd go there like all the time, and like everyone would also come from like out of town or in town, or like they're with their friends. Oh yeah, let's play a basketball game in the college. But now they won't fucking let us. We literally got banned, and we still try to as high schoolers. We got banned. I know. So anyway, my friend and I go into this college, and we meet up with some people that we know from our school, and we actually played basketball with them. And we fucking played for 2 hours, dude. We played for so long. I remember it felt like we were in there for a whole fucking day, but it was only like 2 hours. So they had to go home, and it was just my friend and I just sitting in there. And we recognized that they have some gymnastic mats, and those are like big cushion mats that are already rolled up and stuff. And there's a lot of them. There was like 5, and there was like other wrestling mats too. And there's this rope swing that like has the 2 rings around it. Like, I think it's another one of those like Olympic gymnastic things that people use. And we had this idea because it's attached to the ceiling of the gymnasium, and you're able to just swing across it. Like, you can run, grab it, and swing. So we're looking at the mats, and we're looking at the thing. We're like, oh yeah, we both know what we're gonna do. So we take 2 of the gymnastic mats and put them like good part away from each other, and we grab, I'm just gonna call it like the swing, because that's what we're using it for. And like, put your arms around it, jump off one mat, try to get to the other. Like, we're literally swinging across it like fucking Spider-Man. It was fucking fun. Dude, remember, we're in the fucking 6th grade, okay? This is right before middle school. Come on now. I remember that we were having such a blast because we forgot what time it was. We weren't thinking, oh, this is people try to stop us to doing it, because no one was coming into the gymnasium. We were having so much fun. We did not think of any negative that could happen or anything that could go wrong as we were swinging back and forth from mat to mat. And within these gymnastic mats, there's literally like so much space as you roll them. Like, you can fit like almost 3 people in there at once. So during this time, we were swinging back and forth. It's been like a fucking hour. It's definitely midnight, and we heard the door open into this gymnasium from the college. And what we were doing is we were rolling each other. Like, we would get into one gymnastic mat, and like one of us would push each other, and we were both chilling by it. When we saw the door start to open and we heard it, we both jumped into a mat. I think we both jumped into the same mat, or both like hid behind one. We didn't notice at the time, but this was a security guard starting to lock up all the doors. So he was just cutting across in this gym so he can get to the other side where he has to lock up all the weight room, and he can literally just circle back around and get all the doors there. So we didn't think anything of it. We just literally thought it was a student, and we didn't want to get caught like messing with the mats. So we're like, okay. After he left, 2 minutes go by, and we're still swinging back and forth, and then the door opens again because he, like I said, he circled back around. Now he's gonna lock up the gym itself. He opens up the door, and then he sees us. He's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. You're out past curfew. I'm calling the cops. Like 0 to 100 real quick, just escalated that fast. And like, me and my friend didn't even have time to react. We just looked at each other. We're like, oh, okay. He's like, come down here. So we get to get all of our stuff together, and like, he didn't even ask us to put the mats back. I don't even think we did. And we're walking over, and I'm like shitting bricks. I'm like, dude, he just wants to call the cops. Now, if this happened now, there's like so many escapes we could have ran towards, but I don't know if the doors are locked or not. But we're just like, all right, we're caught. We're walking over. He pulls out his phone, you know, he's calling the cops, and he says who he is and stuff, and we're just sitting there getting our stuff on. Like, okay, here we go. So we're walking back, and it's like, dude, why are you calling the cops, man? Like, my friend literally lives, like I said, 30 steps away. So the cop comes, and we're like, oh shit, here we go. And he goes up to the cop, and he's like, you need to handle them. They're not supposed to be here, and it's out past curfew. And this cop is like a younger guy. He seemed like a nice guy, and he's like, okay. So he comes up, asks for our names. We give him our names. And he doesn't ask for my last name. He actually asked for my friend's last name. So I guess he assumed we were just both brothers. He asked, where do you guys live? My friend just, pointed to his house. He could literally point to his house from where we were. That's how close it was. And he's like, oh, okay. So he's like, I guess I have to take you guys for being out past curfew. I don't know. He even said, like, later in the car, he said that guy's being a dick, I guess. Because the security guard was like this old gray-haired asshole. Like, all he could have done was ask us to leave, and we would have left. No, he's like, all right, I'm calling the cops. Fuck you guys. So we're walking, and we get into the cop's car, and, like, the guy starts talking. Like, we start asking about him because he's actually pretty nice. We were trying to be nice to the cop. And it was funny because I asked him why the seats were like this weird plastic stuff, not like actual like cushion. And he explained how like if a guy gets drunk and he gets arrested, like he can just piss wherever. And we thought it was fucking funny. Get back to his house. It literally took us 1 fucking minute to drive all the way to his house. We get out and he's like, is your dad home? And then my friend said, yes, he's home, but he's probably asleep. He's like, oh. I almost forgot to mention this. This cop knows my friend's dad, so like that's also why he was super nice. Okay, if he's asleep, then just let him know what happened, please, and have a good night. He's like, have a good night, be safe. And the cop left. This is like one of the nicest cops I've ever seen. And I felt so bad that this guy had to get called in to drive 2 kids, literally 1 fucking block from a college to a house. I felt so bad. But I was so relieved. I was like, yes. So yeah, guys, we literally had to get escorted like by a cop. We got the cops called on us for curfew. Oh my god, dun dun dun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a comment down below to a similar experience. I really hope you didn't fucking get in trouble with the cops. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, if you haven't already. Until my next video, guys, peace.